unburrowed, and then you fall back away from them. So you take as little damage as possible, and you can still do damage while the lurkers are pushing forward. And that's exactly what he's been doing. And you can see how little Kwanro has advanced because of that micro flash. And in the time it's taken him, imagine if that lurker rush, if Flash had not been way out in front of Kwanro's base, those lurkers would have run right up to the front of his base and assault it. And Flash would have been on the defensive, but instead, Flash has been able to get up tanks. He's been able to get up a bunker. He's been able to get all kinds of stuff up to defend against this. So Kwanro, I think, is going to have to play defense now as well. I think he's pulling back to do that to try and defend his third base. Queen's Nest is already out. Man, Deja Vu was just saying in his article the other day that was commenting on the excuse me, commenting on the Winners League playoffs. He's talking about how WoongJin Zergs love to go to Hive really quickly, and it's true. Kwanro and Zero both went Hive really quick all the time, and here we go, very quick Hive going down here. But and it's kind of a gamble. He's just hoping that he can hold off with lurkers alone until he can get those defilers out, because once Flash moves out with tanks and mech marines and some vessels, it's going to be tough to deal with that. He's not going to be able to deal with it with just lurkerling. He's not going to have enough lurkers out. The way Flash can micro, he's just going to have so many lurkers, it'll be ridiculous. And even with even with a ton of lurkers involved, he's still going to have a hard time. Sorry. I'm like sniffling here. I'm trying not to like sneeze into the microphone. Even with a ton of lurkers, it'll still be really difficult for him to break that many marines with tanks as well, with vessels as well. He'll just need to. Terrans, what they're doing these days is just kind of spreading out their marines a lot, so it's hard for the lurkers to get multiple hits with each spine, and it's going to be really, really effective to do that. He has the hive up though. He has the hive up. He's got 5 hatcheries. He's got the hive. He's got his third base going. He's going to have to deal with a push here from Flash, though. A very excellent timing push. He's pushing in before defilers or possibly ultralisks. We saw Zero go for ultras instead of defilers, and he's now building bunkers at his expansion in case of the counterattack, the inevitable counterattack that might come when he attacks Kwanro's expansion. He's moving in here. Wonder what he's going to make those colonies out of. He might. Oh, he's going to pick off the vessel. No, he can't lose the vessel. The vessel is going to. The Marines come in and save it. One Scourge hits, the other's not. He's morphing probably Sunkens there, just barely trying to hold off. Yeah, Sunken colonies just to make those tanks siege up a little bit longer. Just make him spend a little bit more time on that. And he's going to try and come in and flank. He doesn't have much on the top, but he's going to try and come in from the behind. He's coming from behind. The Scourge going after the vessel. If he can kill off that vessel, it'll be huge. But no, the Marines target the vessel. The Lurkers coming in, but they're not quite close enough. They are getting a lot of kills, though. But look at all the circling blood everywhere. And the Marines are going to wipe up those Lurkers. Oh, man. Epic fail. Epic fail from that attack. Kwanro, I think, would have been better off also running a couple forces down the ramp so he could come from multiple sides or coming from the back as well so he could squish Flash in. But he didn't. He kind of went in a line, in like a straight line against those tanks. There's only a few tanks left, though, if he can somehow manage to take those out. And here he comes in with another force. Only Zerglings, though, this time. A single Lurker does get a lot of kills off. There's a bunch of medics there. More Marines stimming directly into the medics, though, are going to just reinforce perfectly just in time. He's coming in here. He's going to be able to... now he's irradiating the Lurkers that are on top of that ramp. It is going to be a difficult ramp to break up if there's any Lurkers on top of that. And that's why he needed those tanks. But Kwanro has somehow barely managed to keep a Lurker on top of that ramp this entire time. But now he doesn't even care about the Lurker. He's going to try and charge up the ramp. Kills off the Sungali. Kills off the almost dead Lurker. He's charging up the ramp. He's now on top of that ramp. Kwanro is not going to be able to break that force when it gets up to the top of the ramp. He's not going to be able to break up his own ramp into that location. And Kwanro, with a shake of his head, wow, is not happy about that. Kwanro basically flashes like Kwanro's Bane here. I think I mentioned in the last game I did, the epic 40-minute game that they did in the Winners League. Flash always seems to eliminate Kwanro from stuff. And what the heck is that Lurker doing? It's like he's glitched into the wall or something like that. But yeah, Flash is always just eliminating Kwanro from things, and it seems to be this stumbling block that Kwanro cannot quite get past. He's transferred some drones somewhere. Did he get another base up? Maybe Kwanro got another base up. In the top right, it looks like. Yeah, he's got another base going. Looks like the hatchery's not quite in yet, but it's close enough that he can transfer the drones. And he really didn't have any other top opportunity to transfer the drones because very soon these forces are going to be coming in here and attacking him. um, he's almost there. The vessel has spotted it though. Oh man, and that is doom for Kwanro. He's got Ultralisks out now. He's going to try and charge out, but his own choke point making it hard for the Ultralisks to get in there. He's not able to get a ton of units. Look at his own Zerglings are prevented from attacking because they're behind the Ultralisks attacking through that small choke. And now these Marines are going to come up and attack that top right expansion. And it looks like Kwanro may not even clean up his natural expansion. Oh, the last couple Ultralisks going down. More Zerglings coming in to reinforce. There's some more Ultralisks. He may be able to clean that up and push it back. But it's, yes, he is going to push it back, but he's lost so much. He's lost 2 bases now. Flash is getting his third. Look at that. Freaking a robot. Absolutely just playing perfectly and does not even seem phased by the turn events. He looks concentrated, but just does not look to be flappable in any way. And now he's got 4 vessels out. He's protecting them well. He's got his third base going right now. Looks like he's going to temporarily fall back to his main and protect against counterattacks and just nurse his third base to health for a minute, make sure it gets defended, and then move out with a larger army. He's going to regroup with reinforcements and then just do a huge push and just kill everything. He may just go for a longer macro game and just, he may what I mean is he may just kill Kwanro's expansions as they pop up and not try to break into that natural expansion for a little bit longer. But very soon it won't really matter, and he'll realize that he has more than enough forces to break in there. Kwanro desperately trying to get bases up everywhere. He's trying to get that top right base up again. Some Scourge coming in, picking off, it looks like one vessel. Excuse me. And Ultralisk getting irradiated in the field. He's got several vessels now, and if he can run around and just irradiate those Ultras before they get into battle, that's going to be huge. Yeah, he irradiates it. It's going to be so squishy, as I think Day9 says. So squishy when it gets to, maybe that's the term he uses. I don't remember if that's exactly what he says. Something like that. When he actually gets into battle, that Ultralisk will be softened up. It will not have any hit points on it. It's going to die to Marines. And here he comes in, trying to do some counterattacking. That's exactly what Kwanro kind of needed to do a long time ago, is get some counterattacks off. But he's just been fighting for dear life this whole time. He's been behind for a while, and that's going to get cleaned up. He manages to kill that group of Marines on the top, but it's not quite enough. So, well, it looked like he was going to try and attack the 6 o'clock position with a little bit as well. A Ultralisk corpse rotting on the ground there. And Nidus Canal going up in the top right. He's got these Ultralisks out. I'm really interested about this decision to go for quick Ultras instead of Defilers. I mean, obviously, Kwanro knows better than I. There's probably some